Alright, just a minute. I thought I did, which I didn't. Welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me set my thing to a way of convenient here. Welcome to the live. Welcome to today's Tuesday live. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome to where you're coming from. I'm doing my coconut. See my thing? Yeah. The kitchen is the best place to be at every time, anytime, all the time. It is the better place to be. Yes, the best place on the better place is the kitchen. There's nowhere like the kitchen. No better place to be, the kitchen. So welcome to the kitchen this afternoon. Welcome. And your menu board is right up there. Please read your menu board. And anyone has never eaten this meal yet, look and learn. These were the old time days. Maybe you heard of it and you have never seen it. B-U-C-K pop. Big up. Welcome to the kitchen. I like to see it, be it men or women in the kitchen. I like to see when men cook. I like when men handle the kitchen. So, welcome to the kitchen. I have just done my coconut and I have some more to do. You have read the menu board? Yes. All time something come back again. You like the cooking, I like you. I like to see when men can handle themselves in the kitchen. You know why? Many of the time the women can't handle the kitchen no time, no day, nowhere, no how. Yeah, they did not take time out to learn. Right. They haven't take time out to learn the kitchen, the science of the kitchen, the heart of the kitchen, the art of cooking. Yeah, I am glad of that. Well, we are talking about kitchen. And when you see me in the kitchen, I used to put up something, it's kitchen we talk about. We don't divert from kitchen. We ain't go any place else. It's food and strictly food we talk about in the kitchen. No other room, no other veranda, no other outdoor, no other nowhere. Any outdoors at the poolside or I sit under a cool tree with some nice food, enjoying the wind. So when you are here, if it's the first time coming here, learn this one. When you saw this channel, and this house in the kitchen, it's kitchen we deal with, food, where the love flows. Because food is love. Food is love, and you have to handle food with love. You ain't handle food with love, you're not doing anything, you're not saying anything. Food is love. Food is energy. Yeah, food is life. So, if it's your first time here, I welcome you. And if you have not subscribed yet, if it is you feel the drive to do so, subscribe, man. Right? But when you come here, my friend, it's kitchen we talk about. Strictly food, strictly kitchen, strictly food. And the power of food, the love of food, the purpose of food, what food do for you. Food is your medicine, and the medicine is your food. Many of the times, at all the times, your medicine is in the kitchen. It's in the food. You understand? And we left it, and we, for simple reasons, some simple things, we rush to the doctor. Every food you ate, it have nutrients for something. It have healing for some condition that you have. Something, some deficiency, something. Have you ever heard about malnourished children? And not only children being malnourished, but you adult being malnourished. Because they're not in the kitchen. They're not dealing with food. Peradventure what they are eating gives nothing, empty. No nutrients in it. Yeah, so kitchen is where my love and my passion goes. No, my main thing in my meal today is coconut. And for those that know coconut, you know You know, the coconut thing, it's a beauty to use coconut in your cooking. Let me my let me glance you around a little bit to see the where am I? Okay, to see the pot. Oh, okay. You need to come around a little bit. You're not seeing the where the pot is at all. I think I need to bring you down a little bit. Okay. Oh, hi. Oh, okay. Now this is where the pot is. Okay? This is where the stove is. So I just strain my coconut in the pot. I haven't left you. I am right here. Okay, yes, I am back now. Welcome to the live again. Welcome to the kitchen live. Welcome once more. Welcome. How was your week? How was your weekend? How was your yesterday? Yesterday being Monday, it was holiday on this side of the world. Where were you? If you were in the holiday thing, you know the holiday thing. Okay. So welcome to the kitchen. Welcome. And you know, the kitchen is the thing. The kitchen is a place to be. Every time, anytime, all the time, the kitchen is a place to be. What is where? Where is much better than the kitchen? Food is important. You understand? Food is utter important, and nothing is better than the food. Yeah. Food is strength. Now this is my escalon, and let me walk you through a little bit where this meal is concerned. For those that are on, it's only 2 people on. I am quite sure it isn't. Could I have some more lights on the screen, please? Could you kindly put some more likes there? Could you just stop your phone screen and give me some more likes? Okay. Please stop your phone screen and give me some more likes. Now, I grew up, and this is some of the meal that the folks before me have cooked. And it is called pepper pot. You heard the name pepper pot? That's spelled a language for you. That means it's no ordinary thing, because it is well seasoned with pepper. Not that you can't, it's not that it can't be consumed decently, but you know, you put a little bit more spice into it than what you would have done with your other plate, you know? So yes, this type of soup is cooked now. This is my spinach. At home I don't get these little, you know, spinach. We get some good, nice spinach. So this pepper pot consists of spinach, callaloo, another thing that is called cocoa. They cut the heart of the cocoa while it is in its tender stage, and they have another thing they call I still remember that name. The name is in my mouth here. And okra. How could I forget? This is the simple one named okra. So here what is going to happen. And if you're doing pepper pot soup and you don't have spinach and all these type of green and bush, you're not cooking pepper pot soup. The only thing right now with this pepper pot soup that I do not have, it's one of the time that they call French French thyme. Now this is callaloo. This is callaloo, and this callaloo is already cut and was in the freezer. So for the callaloo, I got to wash this thing. I didn't package them, so I had to wash it. But these are what you use to cook your pepper pot soup. These are the spinach. All nice green leaves, rich in iron, rich in so many things. At home we have them grow on the run on the fence. Yeah. These are the spinach. At home ours are more big leaves and they're thicker. Yeah. Instead of fatter. Yeah. Alright. And they are now the spinach you cannot put it to cook. You have to put it in after. In those days they put it to get a good cook. But after you take over you and studying what on the thing of food, you realize spinach is after you cut it and put it in and then you stir it in because it's easy to cook. You can't allow the spinach to cook out into no, you don't do that. Where the callaloo is concerned, you got to put the callaloo to cook because the callaloo is much harder than the spinach. So I am coming to you. Tapioca, yeah, something about that. That's the other bush. So you would see these people going and reaping the bush, cutting the coconut, and to every bush that they know and can get, they get them, gather them up in the kitchen, and they started their pepper pot soup. So at this time, I am going to put the callaloo in. The spinach is going to wash and put for waiting. Why don't I have more people over here today? Why don't I have more persons here today? And I have some persons who well know about the pepper pot thing, you know. All right. So that's the coconut juice. I am going to be washing the spinach. And I am going to cut them and set them aside until when the pot, the food, everything seasoning go in and you have just few minutes left to end the cooking. Then you put the spinach in, cover it down, and it stay there and steam. Okay, so this spinach here I set aside. Let me get you a little closer down to the action. Yes, this is the spinach. And these are not the baby spinach. These are the more grown leaves of the spinach. So I am going to wash these spinach, put them aside, rest them nicely aside. Okay. Now in the pepper pot soup, now you can't do that without your 2 little dumpling there. Yeah? And they use cornmeal dumpling. And so I roll up a little flour in order to get the dumpling. Yeah. That's it. Where? That's the dumpling. And how could you do your pepper pot soup without a little piece of yam, a little piece of sweet potato, few slices of yuca, which is called cassava, yeah, in our language, cassava, and the real scientific name for it is yuca. And of course, a little piece of pumpkin, because you don't want it to be so pumpkinish, you know. The aim of it is to have it green. That's the aim of it. So you don't put a lot of pumpkin to have yourself a pumpkin looks. You want to have a green looks. Yeah, that's the aim in it. So this is bits of cassava, yuca, bits of yam, and what else did they use in? All right, this is for the food part of it. Yeah, this is the food part of it. So yeah, we have our dumpling there. So we are going to roll up our dumpling and throw it in there. For the seasoning now, our escallion. And the name that's suggested. This little guy, and I think I took out 2 because I don't think these is that really spicy. They're not so spicy. So 2 of this guy. Our escallion for seasoning up the pot. You throw in 2 heads of garlic in it. Yeah, I'm just showing you how it has been. And how could I forget this one? They use salted beef. You get that in the market to buy salt beef. And some persons who hate pork, you use pigtail. So of course they soak their pigtail, and the best way to eliminate the lot of salt from these things is to use some vinegar. So they put that and wash them off in the vinegar or whatever, and cut them very small and throw them in the pot. So it's salted beef and pigtail. Yes. Salt beef in pigtail. Today, I am not using any of those 2. I am using smoked turkey wing. So I, use something else different. Expecting the same taste and expecting the flavor out of it. So there, we are going to put the food in because these things don't linger. You get them in the pot because everybody must cook together. So yes, roll up the dumpling. And what is better and nicer with your pimento? So you throw in your little salt and your pimento seeds. These are things, whether the seed or both, the seed and the leaf, because most persons have a pimento tree in their yard, or their neighbor have pimento tree, or it is purchased at the market. Pimento leaf, pimento seeds, yes. So we have the pimento. They knew nothing about seasoning salt, MSG, which is the same thing, and all of these things. They never know about it. What they knew is to use natural things. Washing their hand. Wash my hands because I weren't here yesterday. Nobody's coming home today. Are you all here? I hope so. I just see only 2 likes on the screen. Why is that so? So, could you just like as you come in? So this is the dumpling that we are going to roll up. But this is one of the little things that they did then. I'm just giving you it the whole time style. We can make it into a new style and put our own twist to it. But I am giving you the pepper pot soup, Jamaica style, old time style. So they pinch off piece of the dough and they roll it up like this, and they call it spinners. Yeah, they roll up this little guy here and they drop it in the pot and they pinched and they roll spinners. Now, if you are doing that soup and spinners not in there, you're not saying anything. You need to have spinners into it. So you roll up the dumpling here, roll them up. Yeah, and you see them look like worm. Roll up. And you drop the spinners in. Now when you're cooking, children is at the house, the spinners is mainly for the children. And if you share their dinner, you share out their their meal, and the spinners is not in it. Mommy, where is the spinners? And whenever you usually say mommy, I would say mama. Mama and papa. That was how it usually be. In the old time days, you understand? Yeah, they don't say mama and mommy and daddy. They say some places you go, you hear mama. Yes, mama. The first time I went to a next place in Jamaica, a different place, and heard it, I almost tumbled over because I've never heard it. Because in our parish, it's mommy is mama and papa. So the mama and papa thing, right? So you met the spinners. Yes. J and A, you put dumpling in the pot. Yes, Joseph. We put dumpling in the pot. That is mama and papa. Right? And then afterward, they pinch off again, and they're not going to make them very small like how me doing them, because this is sort of a modern day story. So we sort of do them a bit smaller. And since I only have just a small amount of dough, I'm just showing it to you how we get it done. So we make some little dumplings like this. So the spinners and this is two different things, This is the round dumpling. Those are the spinners. Okay? You're getting it? I hope you're getting it. Right? So these are the round dumpling. And they make them big. And they have one next one that they make the dumpling thing. They call it cow tongue. They use about half a pound of flour to make that dumpling. And they make it in this shape. This is the shape they make it into. And they call it the cow tongue dumpling. Now, talking about the cow tongue dumpling, when they are going to roast dumpling on the coal fire, we call it coal, here, sophisticated, call it the charcoal. Now we see charcoal as a different thing. But the coal that is burned, they steam the wood and get the coal, draw the coal, and you have this black piece of thing, alcohol. Yes, so they make up the fire in the mornings. And another thing about the dumpling here, this little dumpling is called the lady's dumpling. This dumpling is called lady dumpling. You see the big round ones that look like you can spread it out like a pot cover? That is called the man them dumpling. The one now that they make with the almost about half pound of flour to make one, they call it cow tongue dumpling or the jack dumpling. All time days. We grew up in it. We watched it go, and we just decided to resurrect it. For those that don't know, for those in the diaspora that is from Jamaica but never grew up with these older persons who do these things, we only come and know chicken noodle soup. We never did know chicken noodle then. No, we never know what was chicken noodle. And when it first came out, nobody don't want to use no chicken noodle. Right? They don't want to use it. Until maybe somebody tried and another person said, oh, it tastes nice, it make the food taste good. And they started to try it. Chicken noodle was something that don't go into soup, No. If it's beef soup, it's the natural seasoning they throw in the beef soup. Them no put no noodle, no nothing like that. Not that thing like that. You wait one of them come back to life, you know, and see where them would have asked you where you get them the same thing they from. You understand? But them the same thing that no whole time same thing, master. So be cut up. I don't ever go for no cutting board. I am cutting it like how I usually do. Although they used to have cutting board, you know, don't get me wrong. They have this big plank that is saw from the big nice tree. And that is in the kitchen. The cutting board. Yes. That can't wear out. They used to have something like that into the shop, but then chop the saltfish pan too. So what the old time things them have? Yes. Jenny, the food not ready yet. No. Some of them near Festus. You know. Yes. So, you hear Huzzy call friend and say, boy, Jenny a cook some pepper pot soup. Me a go carry some come give you here? Alright, Mass Festus. Alright. Yes, sir. Boy, nice. Me love pepper pot soup. Alright? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. To everyone that is coming in. This is the full-time kitchen. The long time. Them time there. That we never know the sophisticated speaking. Yeah. And I don't put on an apron. I should have put on an apron to show you something. You understand? So you cut up the escallion, you cut up the pepper. Don't forget it named pepper pot soup. So, hello, sit with a cup of water side of you. Because when the pepper start, you will have to, and your nostril running, and your eye running water. Yes. So this is the escallion. The only thing I don't have, and I must really look into the Korean stores if I saw it there. You have a time they call its name French time. And if you are cooking you have a dish that you cook. If you're not cooking using French time, you're not saying anything about that. You know. And when they broke piece of French time, bring come here. Yes. The old time kitchen. The people that not used to run it. You go up at the bud pepper tree, go pick 2 bud pepper, bring come here together. So we have the same pepper that they use to make cayenne. We call it bird pepper. Reason being, the bird fed on that pepper. These big pepper, the bird, I haven't seen them one bit. But those small pepper, and doctor recommend those pepper to say it is good for. So as I said before, everything go into the pot. Nothing don't leave out until. No, all the seasoning, everything. The only thing will be going last, and it's because I know that if you put it in, it's all going to be boiled out and you don't get what you want. It's the spinach. So you put in everything. Plus, where is the okra? The okra supposed to go. Girl, go pick 2 okra down off of the tree they bring come to me. And they run go pick the okra. Because everybody have a bird pepper tree in them yard. And everybody have okra tree. Go bring 2 okra, come here, girl. And they gone for the okra. So, since I don't have anybody to send go down to the okra tree, I go pick 2 okra. Me buy the okra them up at the market. You know, they not look so wonderfully nice. They're not green and pretty, not fresh off the tree. But any which way, it will work. Yes. So you know when they get out the big, they call it the big dish. And when they shear out, and they cut up the okra and fling him in the pot. Yes, this is the okra. So the whole aim of pepper pot. And a matter of fact, it should be green pepper I put in. I don't know why I'm changing the color this day to put this. So yes, here you cut it up. And with that, don't forget your pimento. Brock some pimento leaf they bring come here, girl. It is not the seed and sometimes it's the both. It's the pimento seed and the pimento leaf. So you throw in some of the pimento because you have to stay way down a Mass John yard and smell pepper pot a cook. Yes, you have to stay way down a Mary Jane yard. When you're coming on the road, you're supposed to smell and you have, wait, somebody a cook pepper pot, man. I wonder which one of the yard. That time I your yard I cook pepper pot. You know what the hot joke? Is when you come home from school and you come find says pepper pot cook. Then you start crying before you start eating. Yes. So of course we're going to drop in. We are not going to break the pepper. We are going to wash the pepper nicely, slit a little hole in it, and drop it with the stem. Reason that when it's thorough, you know, really get the pepper last between the food, and then you can find it and break out and mash out and now make the pepper mash out in the pot, yeah. So you drop in the pepper in the pot. And I soon show you what's going on in that pot there. That pot, I soon show you the action into that pot. Yes, Mama Jane and Mary Jane and all sort of a Jane. Because guess what? Those people usually have enough Jane around the place, you know. Enough Mr. Hart, enough of them name there. I don't know if it's fall fashion, them parents it fall fashion. And you hear say me name Jane, and you give your pick me name Jane. I don't know. But I did enough Jane, enough Mary, and enough Mary Jane around the place. Jamaica style. Back in the days. Like up the live and share the live. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Jamaica in America. Pepper pot. Pepper pot soup in the kitchen. The old time pepper pot soup. Yes. So I show you the dumpling. I'm just going to cut the spinach. So for those that were not here, let me walk you again through it. For those that are listening that I am not seeing you on here, pepper pot soup, coconut is the mainstay. So of course today, and they normally cook it with pigtail. Go down a shop, they go buy a pound of pigtail, bring come. So they bought their pigtail on their salted beef, and they put their both together. So they get to remove some of the salt out of the beef and the pigtail by using the great vinegar. And of course, they used to set their own vinegar, banana vinegar or cane vinegar. You can always go to a person's place in those days because they mainly use wood fire. And the wood fire make a lot of ash. And so they put it close, that it stay there and ferment, and they have their good nice vinegar. So Jamaican style pepper pot soup. They went and they looked for all the cocoa who know what they call cocoa. I ain't have any here to show you. The cocoa heart, the tender one, spinach, and callaloo. And the next one they call it tapioca or something about that. You remember the name quite well. I will have to call somebody and ask them what's the name of it again. Okay? So in that soup, you don't have no carrot, turnip, chochi. No. Those don't go into pepper pot soup. Because pepper pot soup must be pepper pot soup. You see what I'm talking about? So I am going to cut the spinach. I'm going to cut them up. And how they used to do it, they didn't used to cut their callaloo and all of these bush that you hear I said they look. They wash them off nicely, open the cocoa, fold the leaf in order to see if there's any insect go down in there that you won't eat any grasshopper. Unfold it, wash it nicely into salt water. So just in case you might be hiding somewhere under the leaves there, the salt burn your little eyes and you had to let go and get the hell out. Yes. And so they did all of that. After doing that, they put them in the pot. Just like this. They just dump them in the pot. And when they are halfway cooked, they took them out, get out everything that they put in, and they get it into a nice enamel basin. Basin they call it. And they chop it. And when it's all chopped fine, they return it to the pot. So they never have anything like us. They have to improvise and make sure they live accordingly. And tell you, they were strong girls and strong boys. Strong man, strong woman. Talking about strength, check them. So while my pot is bubbling, here, yes, the pot is a bubbling, a bubble up, a bubble. bubble. Yes. I am going to cut these, that when they go into the pot, they are going to melt. For the persons that don't use spinach, you can have it raw, uncooked, just as it is here. You can eat your spinach. Spinach is good for you. Spinach carries a lot of nutrients. And one of the nutrients in spinach is iron. Yes. Research your spinach and you will see. One of it carries iron. It carries a lot of nutrients. At my home, I brought out home. It's been planted on the fence. Don't, you just go and you get your fresh spinach and cook. No, I don't see any of the chef them turn up on the thing here. None of the chef. Like, and in this, I'm not putting a lot of spinach because guess what? The spinach is super like the okra, Please like up the like. Give me some likes, please. Not for all of this action that I am going on with here. Yeah? Turn Miss Jane down a yard. We turn Miss Jane down a yard. Cooking pepper pot soup. We are cook the pepper pot soup for the young generation. Them we don't know nothing about pepper pot soup, Then sometimes some of them not even they hear the name. But yes, this are them something the people they feed on. They eat less meat and they feed enough bush like cow, goat and donkey. They are like rabbit. They fed on a lot of bush. Not like the young generation them when I know nothing. They don't know nothing about pepper pot soup. Tell them about chicken noodle and them something there, That is what they know. Them people, they never know a thing about chicken noodle. They don't know not a thing about chicken noodle. Tell them about the escallion, then thyme. Oh, and I don't talking about thyme. I don't put no thyme into the pot. Wow. Then I'm not cooking chicken in pepper pot soup. Pepper pot soup if you have in thyme in them, man. Yes. Go down at the thyme, because they make the garden, they have their kitchen garden. For those that are from in the diaspora, from Jamaica, know about it. Hey, yes. So many of them plant thyme, escallion, and all of these things. Go down there, go draw up one root at thyme, bring come here. Just demonstrating. Now, some places that where we live, you have nowhere to go and pull up anything. You got to get in the store and put it in the basket. Yes. So we have nowhere to go and pull up any fresh thyme. The difference is that sometimes you really get it fresh into the store. They try to keep it fresh for you and I. You understand? Yes. So, this is the spinach. And the spinach is almost ready to go in the pot, Yes. 2 green pepper should have thrown in the pot. I don't know why I spoiled the color with yellow pepper. But anyhow, I think you're getting the message that I'm sending out. Because pepper pot is expected to, have the green color there. Then we talk about pepper pot So almost everything we go pepper pot must be green. So we're dropping in the spinach into the pot. And of course, we throw in the pimento seed already, you know. Take a look if I have find no time into the place and put in the thyme. Yeah, you see as you put the spinach in, it starts to turn slippery like okra. But that is the spinach. So you let me taste the pot, see if it want more salt in there. Ah, Masio. The pepper start kick up rumpus. Eh, it's like never move the pepper. If not, nobody going to use it. Aye. It named pepper pot soup. Yes. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. And in the soup, you don't need chicken noodles. You ain't put... Go, Jay. I was looking for you from a long, long time. I went down the road to see if you were coming. But I didn't see a car coming around the corner. Thank you, you reach. How are you? Yes, Jay. I am doing the pepper pot soup. You notice up there? So, Miss Jane just done do the pepper pot soup. The pepper pot soup till the pan fire cook. You know come off yet. Not ready yet. But it's soon ready. But you know what, you know? It look like the pepper busting at the pot. Yes. And I never put no salt beef no pigtail in this pepper pot soup. Although I'm trying to do the pepper pot soup from way back when. I use smoked turkey wing to make the pepper pot soup. Okay? Okay. Mas John, the soup soon ready. You know, in them time when them a cook their soup, you know, they call all of the neighbor and friend. And who they will call their husband call and say, what my pa? Boy, some pepper pot soup a cook over yard, yeah, you know. So you know, so everybody line up. With them thing. Some of them carry calabash. Oh, no, no, one here calabash. Eh? They say the same thing we grew up on tree where we call goldie. In big soap. The rest of them mostly use it for them plate. Who know calabash? And then so when they eat out of the calabash, it's sweeter than eating out of the plate. The only thing they can do is to cook in the calabash. But they use it make handbag. They use it make all kind of thing, you know. So yes, if you know when they do the pepper pot soup, you know, you're supposed to stay way down on Miss Mary Jane gate. Coming up the road and smell it. That's how you know it's a pepper pot soup. And run things. So you know me put in the little okra them. They send the little bikini down there so go pick some okra, you know. You know, that's what they used to call the girls or the children. Hey boy, go down the road there so. And for the girl, me and bikini. Hey, pick me girl. So you know, the folks have a very strange way of speaking, you know. And because Jamaica is a melting pot, we are coming from one to the other. And so, like, share, and subscribe. And you know you have a silica hyla float up on the top? Yes, I'm going to carry it right over into the pot. Make you see what I'm going into the pot. One big bone dry coconut. That's how they said it. Get 2 bone dry coconut here, come here. So it's said. Sure. This is what it looks like into the pot. I have to remove the pepper. Okay, guess what? So let me put you on the box. So you will be able to see it much better. Okay. So there you go. You see how the greens are float up all over the place? Yes. And see I have to move the pepper because it gets too hot. Good. That is what the pepper pot soup looks like here. So when you get your bowl of the pepper pot soup, you make sure you get one big mug of water put outside of your ear, because when the pepper burn you, you're going to have to go drink water. Give a few more minutes and it is off. Jay, how are you? You missed out on me yesterday in the kitchen? I was on last night. I'm not sure I did saw you. Okay, I'm cleaning as I go. Yes, I'm cleaning as I go, so I'm no way far from you. I'm over by the pipe. I'm getting things properly done. Yesterday is dead and gone, but tomorrow will be fine. To live alone and make it through the night. And of course, I'm going to take this pot off. I'm going to remove the pot from the fire and take out and dish. Just help me make it through the night. Yes, and the fire is off. So remember, it's callaloo and spinach and you name it. And honey, let me clean up the sink here. Pepper pot is served. A pot soup is being served. Okay? Now, with all the steam swirling out of it, let me show you what's up here. Now let me bring it up to you. You notice the greenery about it? Yes. And this is a rich, rich pepper pot. Pepper pot. So there's no way you can leave the pepper out of it. And it is with callaloo, spinach, okra. I don't get all the things that they use to make the pepper pot soup, like the cocoa, the tender leaves of the cocoa, they call it the cocoa art, and you get the other dashing leaves, and it's tapioca, I think is that. The leaves, they are tall, they look like, grow up like cocoa, but the leaves are red. Have a reddish bone at the back, so it look. Okay? So, this is the great pepper pot soup. Jamaica style pepper pot soup. When they call up Miss Harta and Miss everybody to come get a bowl of the pepper pot soup. So you make sure you have some water put down beside you, because you start a tear and your nose. Jamaica style pepper pot soup, the whole time. We can do it in different ways now. Sure we can. We can add and we can take away. But if you're going to talk about the old time pepper pot soup, now you have to call for your spinach and your callaloo and your this and your that and your 2 little dumpling them. It carries no, what you call it, chicken noodle in it. It do not carry no MSG in it. No of those are in it. Escallion, thyme, garlic, and of course, who know that spinach give your food a flavor. Yeah. So you get your flavor from the spinach and along with the callaloo. So callaloo and spinach here now shaking hands together. I am happy to meet you up in the pot. Now we are in the dish. We are no longer strangers. We are together. We all green together. That's the spinach and the callaloo. And the okra on the other hand, I didn't even want to come. And if you look in there, you will see the pimento seeds saying, hello, how are you? Because that have to be there. Right? So, the whole time. The whole time. And of course, we have to remember where we're coming from. We have to remember our roots. Remember some of the food that they used to do. But along the way, most of us lost it. Most of us, if you say something like this, they turn up their nose because that was then. And I didn't tell you about the coconut. It cooked down in the coconut juice. Yes. It cooked down in the coconut juice. So you get whether 2 coconut or 1 big nice coconut, and you grate your coconut and you squeeze your coconut, and then now you add all of your things in it and cover him down, and yeah, reach to the point of cooking. Now some person forget what it was then. But if you forget, then you will ask up anything. You understand, right? So yes, this is Aquarian Kitchen Channel. Okay? We are diverse in many things. And we have to remember one of the day are going to make the dumpling where they call the cow tongue dumpling, I'm sure, you know. When they used to roast those dumplings, they put it on the coal fire, low coal fire, and they turn it. Yes, and they get their fresh coconut oil, and they get their salted codfish, we call it saltfish, They get your saltfish and they cut up, they roast the saltfish along with the dumpling, and then they cut up the onion and put it onto the saltfish with their coconut oil into a little thing like this, and they shake him vigorously. They don't cook the onion. And then they shake out all the flavor onto the salted fish. And they get the dumpling. And when they eat one cow tongue dumpling, their belly full for the rest of the day. And then they never used to drink what the thing came in name? They never used to have tongue, Kool-Aid, quench-aid, flavor aid, no aid whatsoever, no aid. They went and get the civil orange. They call it civil orange. I don't know. I think there's a next name for it. It makes good marmalade. Nice marmalade. Or they get them 1 dozen lime and cut the lime and squeeze out the juice. And when they finish, they get some ice and they dump in there with their sugar. And then shake him up, shiggling, and throw out. They never drink in a sophisticated glass like we neither. That is put down for when stranger come. Or when holiday time. You see all the wares pulling out. And you get glass to drink from. Out of your mug. Or you go the pot. So those things is when the nice days and people come in and the well-dressed table way down there, so to up here, so, and your knife with the fork sit down upon there, waiting upon the fowl, the goat or whoever on the table, and then you have your nice glass, a shingling with ice, or they chill it, because way back then there was no refrigerator. They ain't having a fridge. So when the ice truck passing, they buy a block of ice and they store that ice to keep. Sometimes it keep for 3-4 days. And you know they chip them ice. Yes. But you know, when you look at it, people work with what they have. They make do with the things they have. They didn't stretch their neck that, we can't get this and I can't, because they didn't know anymore. Until refrigerator make itself available, them save up their money in them condensed pan. You know what they call the condensed pan? The condensed milk. And they would cut it a certain way and they save the money in that. Or they save their money in Milo pan. Or they save money under the mattress. Very little goes to the bank. It's after when government come down and say anybody we catch with money in them house saving past certain amount, they do and all sort of a story. And so they scare the people to bring the money to the bank because I guess they realize that persons were not using the bank. So they use tactics to get people to go to the bank. When the holiday light now coming on, wow. You see all the nice things coming out. You see the nice pretty clothes. You see the nice everything. Yeah, but they saved their money for that. But that were their era. They live in that era because they did not know any better. That was their best and better. Okay? That was the best and better. Now you currently going to a restaurant and they say we have pepper pot soup, and they're not going to do the pepper pot soup like this. It is going to be more so sophisticated. Well, I won't surprise if I went to the restaurant and see it like this. Why? Turn cornmeal that they are calling corned meal turned over, couldn't even walk past the restaurant door. Now it is serving as big dish with their big nice steam fish beside it, just like in the days when they used to do that. They used to have their cornmeal turned over. They do their cornmeal with salted fish and all the nice things cut up in the coconut juice, and they do their turned cornmeal, right? Now and they know them nice bone dry coconut that when you look at it, it's like an island going around the side of the pot. When you eat them cornmeal, wow, it's and you know what they used to serve me with it? So cow's milk. So when you heat up all of that cornmeal and you drink your mug of cow's milk, hello, hey. So it wouldn't surprise me if I went into a restaurant and they say, we serve pepper pot soup. I don't know if it is being doing now, maybe not, But it doesn't surprise me because cornmeal was not any person's meal. Persons turn up their nose, you talk about cornmeal, because cornmeal is for the dog. Me could have eat cornmeal. You must be mad. Cornmeal of a dog. Now we saw cornmeal made itself into the most sophisticated restaurant on person's dining table, and they're enjoying their turned cornmeal. Yeah, but first time cornmeal was fed to the dogs, and the dog them used to fat and look good, strong dog them. Until afterward now, persons are having cornmeal porridge, turned cornmeal. You offer people cornmeal them time there, you insult them to the ground. Is the greatest insult you could ever give to them. But guess what? Food. It is food. And remember there one time in the world, somewhere, someplace, there was a famine, and people journeyed from one country or one state or one place to the other to search for corn. Because that's the only thing so far as stand up to the test of time. So they journeyed to look for corn on their camel and on their donkeys. Mainly camel, which can do more journey. Okay? So it's not surprising to me to have a pepper pot soup, and this history can be told from way back when, right up to now. But we know, and I do it for the young persons that are here that only possibly don't even hear about it. Oh, but this is what we used to have then. This is what people used to have. And I cook it. I cook turned cornmeal, and give to them, and they like it, yeah, Because guess what? Dear young mother not cooking that give them. It's only people like me and other people like myself who knows. And we watch the people do it. And we are bringing the old time things to the forefront to show where you were and where you were coming from. What your people used to have. Those people said in the time of war, I didn't know about that. I only come in here. I can only speak of one of the things. But in the time of war, food are all in scarcity. And it's for the farmers that they plant their corn, and they put up their corn. Their corn is being shelled and put up and things like that. You understand? They say that's what they could have to eat, because where they trade with, there or no food could come in the country. It is wartime. You could not even have bright light. So you have to burn your little tinny lamp and actually cover it under a bushel. So those people have passed through the rough passage of time. We lucky we came and have things sound look. And although we bawl and said, oh, it's so rough, it's our time, it was better than, I mean, we have it a little bit better than when they were in existence, you know? Yeah, they can tell you about the war, this and the war, and all the things that went on. Yeah, when this one is fighting against that one and all, you know. So, thank you very much for being here. I thought I would have had more persons to look at there and, listen about the pepper pot soup. And I want to tell you, it's nice. It is nice. Because you don't use, other things. You just use your natural things them to spice up and to nice up and your pepper sit down into him. I am right over on this end of the where the water runs. I just don't want to know. Never be joy of coming through in the morning. For the night is so dark and cold. Wait for the morning. Nice over there. Okay, thank you for coming. I was just trying to clean up what I have used up and get the kitchen back in place and good stand. And if you never bought soup today, the old time paper pot soup, you know. Okay. Well, it was a sort of a good gesture today, doing your pepper pot soup. And this is, you notice it, it said Jamaica old time pepper pot soup. Okay? And for those that haven't heard of pepper pot soup, is with all the greenery you can find, all the bush you can find, such as spinach and callaloo and other things, but I am not home to really get those things. I never ask in the store if they sold there. But I give you a version of what the pepper pot soup in them old time days there look like. You see me? Yeah. So, you know your little dumpling, spinach dumpling and the lady dumpling them. And of course, while leaving out your coconut juice, it is cooked down in the coconut juice. And they use with a meat kind for the, they used to use salted beef and pigtail. Okay. Well, that one I could not demonstrate with. I couldn't demonstrate with Miss Jane. I cooked the pepper pot soup with that one. Because me no have no salt beef nor no pigtail. And if me buy pigtail and can't come cookie, and me don't eat pigtail, then nobody else say don't eat pigtail, so that would be a waste of food. And I don't like to see food waste. You know? So, it has been done with smoked turkey wing. Yeah. And you know you put in your little cassava yuca and your sweet potato. In the soup you don't want any pumpkin and carrots and all of them things are cut up in there. No, this is a this is a soup that you want to see some greenery in it, and that's what you're looking on. And I'm going to bring it up a little closer for those that have not seen and have not heard about it. Okay, these are the things that used to done in those days, and when this has been done and it's placed to the children, husband, wife, family, everybody sit down and here went in pepper pot soup. So here we're going, you know. Here what happened. You sit down with your handkerchief or your rag to wipe your nose and your eyes. But then you can't give up the fact that it tastes good. So even when you don't even want to eat, you have to be eating it because it tastes good. Really tastes good. Okay. What's your problem? Okay. It tasted real good, you know? Yeah. Bring back some of these things sometimes and you'll show to your younger generation, but because it was shown to us, yeah. It was shown to us, it was done, let us see it, we taste of it, we enjoy it, and then when we grow up now, having our own family, our own thing, we, you know, show it to them. This was what great-great-grandma used to do, you know. Yes, this is some of the food. They have a next soup where they used to cook with pure tomatoes. And it's not these that we have now that we call, what we call these tomatoes. Was the little bunchy ones them. Very strong, very nice. Ooh. And they will pick a bowl of that and make soup. When the soup finish it red. Coconut juice again. Yeah, this was, oh, These people live and they live good. They save their money. They have, most of them have good health, you know. As if something happened to them, they go to the doctor, they are charged 1 guinea. You know what is a guinea? I think it's £1.5 or £1.10, something about that. But anyhow, a guinea. I'm gonna ask somebody else what a guinea is then. When you're writing the history book, you gotta know it. You got to know the roots. We got to know the roots. Alright. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the kitchen with me. And you know I love when the company's in the kitchen with me. I don't like to be alone in the kitchen. I love to share. I love to share. That is what the kitchen gives. Share. You gotta share. Share, share, share. Yes. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you. For those that like and for those that share, for those that have subscribed, the new subscribers, hello, this is just me. And what you see is what you get. Yeah? I love the kitchen more than anywhere else because I love to experiment with food. I love food. Food is my lover. You know, it's my healer. It is my medicine. It is my food. Yes. So, other things I do, I just love the food. I just love the baking, the cooking, the roasting. I just do the things them. And sometimes I just do them and I enjoy watching people enjoy what I do. So it was a pleasure to have you all here with me. I'm not sure what I'm going to be coming with tomorrow, but whatever I come with, I hope you're in the kitchen with me. Join me in the kitchen, man. And when you join me in the kitchen, please, go a little better with the liking, so. Even if you don't like me, like the thumbs that is sticking up. You don't have to like me, you don't must like me, but please, get a thumbs up like that. Out of the thumbs, it will benefit me too, you know. Yes. So, please, on your way out, you can touch the like button and, yeah, see and see and see. It was a great day. I have 5 minutes more to go, so I'm gonna go and run for the 5 minutes thing here. And this bowl that I put out here for my demonstration, I sure will be sitting down and having it in a while. Because everything that is in there is what I love. I love my spinach, I love my kaloo, I love okras, I love yam, I love my dumpling, I love cassava, I love sweet potato, I love coconut. Coconut woman is on the way. La 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 la. Coconut water, the coconut. Okay. Coconut woman is on the way. And if you da 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 da. It's a mental song. I remember what it got because I wasn't in a mental thing, you know what? You grow up, you have to mix mingle with other people, other places, other culture, you know, yeah. You gotta know a bit of everything. And that is who I am. I get involved, I know a little of this and a little of that, a twoops of that and a dash of the next one. Yes. 6 and 4 tenths. So, I am so happy this evening you can join me again. One of my topics that I am planning to put out is going to be a little touchy topic, you know. But people can respond the light by marking up on the blackboard. By marking up on the thing there. Right? In the comment section, you can respond as much as you want. I see more on when I use the laptop, but I have a problem when I use the laptop. I don't know if the persons don't find the laptop, but there are things you want to see that you don't see. And when you use the phone, it is very different. So that was Miss Jane in the kitchen cooking up some pepper pots. Whoop! Yes. Don't forget Miss Jane down the road. I cook up the pepper pots. Yeah. And remember, the coconut woman is on the way. Da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum. Coconut water. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to look up that song. Okay. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have enjoyed the kitchen today. Any questions, you should have asked it down there. Never heard of pepper pot soup yet? You saw it today, live and in living colors. Okay? And I told you what is in mix with the pepper pot soup. And you look at it with a color green, so you have a nice little color green there. The soup. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May the Lord bless, keep, comfort, provide in all ways for you. And we will meet again. We will meet and we will be talking this evening, 8:30 to be exact. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Goodbye, good day, good evening, good morning, wherever in the world are you join me in my kitchen. I hope you have enjoyed the kitchen. Best place to be, every time, anytime, all the time. Thank you. So, bye. Bye, 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 bye. Have a good one. Tuning out from this main channel. Bye.